Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning and it is the last Tuesday of the school year. Crazy. Today is party day, which I'm feeling a little bummed about because it's raining outside. So this may put a little bit of a damper on our plans because the games that we have are like outdoorsy games and it's been raining. Yesterday, I've been watching the weather all weekend long, and it was saying that it was gonna thunderstorm during that time, and then from thunderstorms it went to cloudy, and I was like, yay, maybe a little bit of slither of hope. And then all of a sudden now it's gone back to it's raining during that time. I'm gonna cross my fingers, hope everything kind of turns out well. If not, we're gonna have to go to plan B, which is gonna not be as fun, but it still will be fun. We'll make it work. We'll always make it work. So I'm going to now head to school, but first I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Okay, so I took out a couple of the party supply things that I needed to bring, actually. Let me move some of these papers that need to get put up for later. So I brought some raisins to put in some of our, we're doing a trail mix type snack and cotton candy. So we're gonna have raisins for that. I also have some other things left over from some different snacks that we're gonna combine it with, like pretzels and Fruit Loops and that type of thing. But then I got M&Ms, and then I also have some marshmallows that I can stick inside of that with, I brought my little scooper so that I can scoop it out with. So all of that is for our snack for this afternoon. And then for room mom gifts, I went on ahead and got the Magnolia journal. I absolutely love me some Fixer Upper. So I got them the Magnolia journal to be able to put with their blankets inside of their baskets that we're going to be giving to them. I keep debating on whether or not I need to go outside and just go ahead and bring in the 2 games that I brought for this afternoon. So my husband was so sweet and he made giant Jenga for me this weekend. So I have giant Jenga in the car, and then I also have it's one of the ones where you throw the balls and it's like a Connect 4, but you're having to throw the balls randomly and it just kind of gets into a spot. So I have that game as well, along with a foldable table and a tent, just in case it does try to get a little bit nicer outside and we're able to go out. Right now it's drizzling beyond belief, so I'm not really even that sure if we're gonna be able to go outside, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we're gonna make things kind of work with what we got. It is what it is. I need to erase my board and also get some things copied. I have to copy like crazy just now. So I think I'm actually gonna go do that first before people start coming into the building, because once people come into the building, they get a little cranky if you take over the copy machine. So I'm gonna go make some copies and then I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay, so I have my messages done for this morning. To take me to the trees Tuesday, what is your favorite thing to do outside in the nice weather? I think I'm willing it to be nice outside, so I decided to go with this prompt. I really want it to be nice outside. We'll see how it goes. And then this morning, it's a very, very basic message. Actually, it's not a very good message, to be honest. I don't think it's a very great one, but I needed to get across some information to them. So it says, Happy Tuesday. I hope you were able to enjoy your weekend. Keep your sunglasses and hats in your backpacks. Backpacks. Did not reread it. Backpacks. Today is our last full day together. Can you believe it? Work on the letter you started last week or Grammar Wonderland. Warmly, Mrs. S and W. done. I seriously feel like I've been running around like a crazy person this morning, trying to get a lot of things copied, a lot of things done, because there's only so much time that I have left. So I did finish up with my copies. I do need to make a couple of more copies that I just didn't have enough orange paper. Luckily, my partner teacher brought orange paper, so that kind of puts me on the upside. Okay, so let me show you what it is that I made copies of. A lot of it is gonna be for tomorrow. Actually, I think all of this is for tomorrow. So one of the different things that we're going to do with them is that once they come in, and I'm sorry about the lighting, I feel like the lighting is just a little bit crazy. But once our MAC team comes into the classroom, actually I think it's when they're coming into the cafeteria, because we're going to have all of the grades go into the cafeteria. Then we're going to migrate them into my room, where we're going to have kind of our meeting time. So one of the things that they're going to be greeted with is a MAC writing introduction letter. So we've kind of come up with this little letter format here, just kind of saying, you know, welcome to the MAC, and welcome MAC student. We are excited to get to know you. To better help your teachers, we are going you are going to write us a letter containing some very important information. This will help us learn who you are and how we can help you grow as a learner. In this letter, you will write 3 separate paragraphs. Don't forget to have a greeting and a closing for your letter. So first paragraph is that they're going to tell us who they are, just some fun things about them. Second paragraphs are things that they feel like we really need to know. Like, do they not like to read? Are they struggling with their multiplication facts? What are some best ways that they like to learn? And then paragraph 3 are things that they're really excited to learn about. What are some things that they really want to be able to grow in as a learner? So they're going to have this page, which is going to give them like the format of everything, and then they're going to have this paper here. It just says meet the student and they're going to get to write their letter here to us. So this is one of the things that they're going to get. The next thing that they're going to get, and this is something that I've done since last year, and I really enjoyed it last year. It actually turned out really great, but it's a summer challenge. And now I am so excited to actually say that I actually do have something up for a summer challenge. Although it's not the same summer challenge that I'm doing with my kids, it's still a really great summer challenge that has like an incorporation of like STEM and writing and reading and math. So it has a lot of different things, and there are some like fun brain teasers in there too. So definitely go and check it out. I'm gonna leave a link down below so that you guys can go and look at it. It is finally up for sale in my shop, and what's nice is that it's editable. So I have certain things that are going to be editable. One of the main things is like the cover letter is going to be editable for you guys. I did put on a little blurb of like what I would write for you, and then also the number, so that you can only print out whatever it is that you want to print out for your challenge. You can make it 5 challenges, you can make it all 13 or 14 challenges, and then I am going to continue updating it throughout the year for like winter challenges and so on and so forth. But here's our challenges. So the kids are going to get one of these for the summer, and it's going to be their summer challenge. And each one, it has them going into their Schoology website, which is why I can't give you this one, because not everybody has Schoology. So sorry, but there's some really great activities in that summer challenge, I promise you. So they're gonna have different challenges, and it's a Disney theme because one of my partners is like obsessed with Disney. She absolutely loves it. So we incorporated Disney into it, and so there's a lot of STEM challenges into it, but they're gonna go into Schoology. They're gonna have articles that they can read for that STEM challenge. They can have video clips that they're going to get to watch for the STEM challenges. So it's really exciting. And the very last one, which is something that I did not do last year, but we did the challenge continues, and it just talks about going to infinity and beyond, being a Buzz Lightyear. But what are some of the books that you've read this year, and then are you working on reflex? And this portion right here about reflex is again another option right there. You can put whatever it is, you can edit it to make it fit for your needs and for your class. But so excited that this is finally up. Now all I have to do is finally just like bind it for tomorrow, and I think one of the stems requires like popsicle sticks and rubber bands, and some people just don't have popsicle sticks and rubber bands, so we're going to supply those kids with those popsicle sticks. The only other thing that I need to get done for tomorrow is my PowerPoint, and my sweet husband has been working on he's finishing up the banners for me because I was not able to finish it. So we're creating house banners for the MAC team, and these are really awesome names. So I came up with 4 different houses, very, very similar to Ron Clark, using some of the different languages and countries from around the world to incorporate certain meanings that I want to kind of put across to my kids. And I'm going to present that to them tomorrow, and they're going to get really excited, hopefully. So we have very special banners that are going to get made, and I really, really, really want my brother-in-law to make these out of wood and to have them cut out of wood. I think that would be so cool to be able to cut them out of wood and then hang them up, of course, after they've been painted, but that would still be really, really neat. So I got all of this stuff copied, plus I also did an all about me. So that has gotten copied because we're going to give our kids the all about me information, and then just some other like login information so that they can get into it over the summer and we can chit chat. But one of the really, really cool things that I was really excited about with our challenge is at one point we have check-in dates. So we have 3 check-in dates throughout the summer where the kids are going to be able to just kind of come to our school playground, hang out with us. We'll do popsicle sticks, but they're also going to get to check in with their challenges so that they can either, you know, ask questions about certain things, or if they just want to hang out with us and just kind of get to know us. So we're going to bring our kids and we're all just going to hang out at the playground, which I'm really excited about because I'm really, really focusing on building up that community and that love of learning. So hopefully it all works well, but I have everything copied. Now it's just a matter of binding it and putting everything together for tomorrow. Today it's not raining outside, so I'm going to keep crossing my fingers that it is not going to rain and that we will be able to go outside. But I have my giant Jenga set, I have my Connect 4, we have lots of other cool games that we're going to be able to play, and we have a cotton candy machine, which I think is going to be the coolest thing ever. How many kids love a cotton candy machine? So we are very, very excited about doing that. Hopefully it will all work out in our favor. Crossing my fingers on that one. But it is getting closer to that time where the kids are going to be coming in, so I guess I will check up with you guys a little bit later on. We have officially cleaned house as far as their belongings, their materials, everything has started to go home and is inside of backpacks. So the kids are going to be coming back in. My room is a little bit messy because of all the stuff that was inside of their cubbies. So we've cleaned out all their cubbies. Everything is done. Like everything in there they're taking home, and we're going to start packing things up. But right now what we're going to have to do is clean out their iPads. So their iPads are going to get completely wiped. We're going to keep them because they can no longer take them home. They're going to be turning them into their next year's teacher at Move the Pride tomorrow. So we're going to have them leave them here so that they don't forget anything. And yes, so that's what we're going to do. We've already set up the tent outside, and we had a few kids helping us, so that was nice. So we set up the tent, and we also set up a table because we're gonna have a cotton candy machine, which I'm very excited about. My partner is a little bit nervous about it, but I am very excited about it. I think it's gonna be something really exciting and fun that the kids are really gonna enjoy. And the games are gonna be even better. I have something really, really exciting and cool that I'm going to show you guys a little bit later as far as some name tags that I'm making for them for tomorrow. So I'll show you guys that in just a bit. Okay, so really quick, I want to show you something. I have never seen anything like this, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. But it is a plastic Starbucks coffee cup that says Mrs. Spackman, #1 teacher. How stinking cute is that? Best vinyl ever. I mean, I love it. So excited about having this. And then I have the kid who gave it to me back here on his name, so I'm so excited about this. And they gave me that along with a little warmer. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so cute, so cute. Oops, I dropped it. I also had another lovely who gave me a little pot of flowers that I'm very excited about. Hopefully I can put these into the ground and have them grow to be very big and beautiful. Another one gave me some caramel M&Ms that I have already down like half of the bag. That's so embarrassing, but there it is. Do it. Nice. Woo! Nice! Oh! to totally give out. But I have to run to my house because I'm gonna go get both of my kids. My husband is gonna come in the very big truck, which doesn't have like any seating space for children. So I need to go pick up the kids, bring them over. He's gonna come get the truck. We're gonna take out some tables so that tomorrow for Move the Pride, everything is done. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kind of walk you through every kind of game that we had out for our little, it's like a family reunion type party is what I like to think of it, but just like a family party. The kids had a blast. They really enjoyed it, and ended up being so low-key and so easy to put together that I feel like I would do this every single year. I'm gonna come back and show you guys exactly what stations we had for our rotations, and hopefully get my room cleaned up and everything ready for Move the Pride. Cross our fingers. So we just got back to the school. Say hi, Blaine.
Hi, Blaine.
Oh, no. You say hello.
Hello.
So really quick, I'm gonna walk you through the little setup that we had. We were kind of in the back corner. It is a little loud because we are right next to a road, and a very busy road on top of that. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear everything that I'm saying. So one of the very first stations that we had, we were really lucky because my partner was able to get us a cotton candy machine. So I made cotton candy here. We also had music that was going on from the speaker, and then we had 3 different things. So really, the kids got to have cotton candy. They had like some type of a trail mix, and then they got a bag of popcorn with the Capri Sun. And then they just kind of sat around on the grass kind of with their blankets and towels, and they just kind of relaxed. The next thing that they got to do was chalk. So I think the chalk actually already went in, or they actually put it up. So they did chalk on, sorry, but they did chalk on the sidewalk, and that was really fun for them. Another little activity that they got to do was ring toss. So this game was one that you could have gotten at the Target dollar spot. And it's just ring toss, and the kids really enjoyed doing this. At one point, the kids started putting this on their head, and they started walking around, and the kids tried to put the rings while the child had that on their head running. It was actually kind of funny. The next little activity my boys are now demonstrating, but is the Connect 4 that you actually toss with a ball. So it's a ball toss Connect 4, and they really enjoyed this game. Go, go, go! Yay! Then they got to come over to the Kerplunk game, where they just took turns taking out the 6 to see whoever would be the person to put down all of the balls. You guys are doing a great job. So far nobody's a loser. Okay, Blaine, doing it like that is gonna make you, yep, okay, Blaine lost.
Yeah!
You lose. No winner. The next little area that we had cornhole. So the kids got to toss the cornhole, the bean bags into the cornhole, and that was always a fun classic activity that I think they love. The next one I am actually really proud about because my husband actually made this, which is a giant Jenga set, and the kids did such a phenomenal job. So they simply pushed one, took it out from the other side, and then stacked it right on top. So giant Jenga was the next, and they absolutely loved that game. The final game that we had is ladder ball, where the kids tossed to hook the balls onto the ladder. All in all, it was extremely successful. The kids really had a great time today. Now we have to take it all down, which is the hard part. So we're gonna take everything down, get it packed up before it starts to rain. Good morning, everyone. So today is the day that I meet my new group of students. And I say group because I don't really have a class. I have a 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, so my new multi-age classroom. I am very tired. I slept very hard last night, so hopefully I'll be able to make it through the day. I know I'm gonna need several cups of coffee in order to be able to do that. But yesterday, we had, my partner's family was here, my family was here. We were all kind of chipping in and helping out, trying to get things done. They took out the rather large table, and I switched it with the round one back here because the trees were driving me nuts. I didn't know exactly where to fit them. So right now I have them in the front of the room. I'm gonna see how I like them there. So far I really do like them there. Kind of adds to the ambiance of what we're gonna have next year. So let me show you guys what our setup looks like so far. I do have a couple of things to get ready. One are some little bags for the summer challenge. We are getting together little bags for them because one of the challenges is to create a catapult, and we want to make sure that we give them some of those materials because not everybody has popsicle sticks and rubber bands in their house, which that's okay. So we're going to supply that one. And then the only other thing that I need to get done this morning for that is their name tags. And I purchased, and I'm a little bit nervous. I don't even know where it's at because they did not have lanyards and I needed lanyards. So I went the completely opposite route of lanyards and I got clips. Now, however, these are like the ones that you have to like loop in through it. And I said, well, poop, I don't have that type of a hole punch. So I got some of these, only they didn't have enough. So let's see how well I can make it through. Okay, so let me show you guys exactly what the setup that we have going on today. The way that the school actually has this work is that they will, in the morning, the kids will come in, they'll take attendance, and then 6th grade will be called to go to the buses to be able to get to the middle school. So 6th grade get called, then they'll call 5th to go to their 6th grade teachers, then 4th will go to their 4th grade teachers. But in between there, they're gonna call for the MAC class. So all the students who are in the MAC class are gonna go to the cafe, and so everyone's gonna collect in the cafe. One of the teachers that I have, one of my partners, is going to go and grab the kids, and while she's there with them, she's gonna hand them a colored paper. So on the colored paper, they're having to fill out a couple of things just for them to kind of stay busy, because if not, they're gonna go crazy. So they're gonna have a colored paper. That colored paper is gonna tell them exactly where they're gonna go into the room. So I'm gonna put a colored paper on each kind of like quadrant in the room, in each corner in the room, and that's where they're gonna collect. It's kind of giving them the idea of houses already, although they're not in houses yet, nor will they be in houses today. So I am just simply going to present the houses to them. So they're gonna do that. We're going to introduce ourselves really quick, kind of talk about who we are. Sorry y'all, I was getting really tired of holding my arm up there, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. Okay, so they're going to come in, they're gonna be in their quadrant, they're gonna finish filling out their little paper that they have of like 4 questions. It's nothing big. Let me see. My other partner actually made this. So one of them is like, what is your favorite school subject? What pets do you have, or what pet would you love to have? What is your favorite book? And then what are you excited about for the summer? So then one of the activities that we're gonna do later on in the day is gonna be a morning meeting. And then this paper is gonna come back out. But they don't know that yet. So that's what this little piece of paper is for. But it's gonna give them the color, let them know what corner they're gonna go into. That's gonna give them the feel of the houses, and we're gonna introduce that to them a little bit later on. So the kids are gonna come in, we're gonna introduce ourselves really quick because at 10 o'clock 4th grade has to go to an assembly. So I'm gonna be taking 4th grade. We did rock, paper, scissors, and I won, so I had to take 4th grade to the assembly. So I'm gonna take 4th grade to the assembly while my other 2 partners are gonna stay behind with 5th and 6th. They're gonna have them turn in their devices during that time and also talk to them a little bit about leadership roles, because we wanna incorporate a lot of that leadership roles within our class next year. So once they do that, then we'll come back. We'll also give them a writing assignment, and that's where these little pieces of paper come from. And I showed you guys these yesterday. So this is the MAC introduction letter. Then they're gonna write their letter here. Now I have to try to better prepare myself and to make sure that I have, hold on, let me stick it in there. To make sure I have all my ducks in a row, I have created 4 buckets because there's gonna be 4 corners, 4 houses. So I have 4 buckets, and each of those buckets, I have 18 of those. So that is the max possible number that I can have in each of those houses. So then we're gonna just take one of those buckets, place it right there, and then we're gonna assign someone to pass them out to everyone within their house corner group, whatever you want to call it for right now. So that's what they're going to be working on for a little bit too, just for us to kind of get a feel of who are they, where are they at academically, what are some things that we need to be working on, etc., etc. So then from that point, they're going to get to go to lunch and recess. After lunch and recess, they're gonna come back and we're gonna introduce the houses. So I have the house presentations for them, and I will show you guys that in a little bit because I don't have it set up right now. But we're gonna do a house presentation where I'm gonna talk a little bit about the house system and what does it mean to have a house system, and what are we gonna be doing in this house system, and what are the cool things that, and then what are the cool things that you're gonna get in this house system. So we're gonna talk about house systems, placing them into the houses, and then in the final end I'm gonna be like, what house will choose you? Because they don't get to choose the houses get to choose them. So we'll see how that works next year on how we're gonna kind of reveal that and unveil that, but we're very excited about it. So that's gonna be like the bulk of the day, and then they go to special, and as soon as they leave special, we're gonna pass out their challenges, kind of talk to them about challenges, how to get into Schoology for some of those who have not gotten into Schoology, making sure that everybody can get into Schoology, and then we're going to send them on their merry way and then wish them the best of summer and hope that we can see them during the summer when we have some of those like get together dates where we're gonna be meeting and greeting together and just kind of hanging out and checking in on some of their summer challenges. So we are very, very excited about it. But now I have to get a few things ready. So one, I have to put the color paper, just a plain color paper, tape it onto each corner. Two, I have to get their name tags. And three, I need to finish the popsicle bags. So I'm gonna work on those three things, and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so name tags are ready. Right now we have them sorted by the first letter in their first name, and we're gonna set these out like on a table so that the kids can go and grab their name tags themselves. But look how cute. Those are the house flags with the house names. Some of them have to get tweaked a little bit, like this one needs to get a little bit thinner as far as like the banner. This one, the banner needs to be a little bit thicker, but we're gonna worry about that over the summer. But it looks so cool. I'm so excited to be able to present these to them. So there's that, those are ready to go. We also got the colors on the floors ready to go for them. So they'll know exactly where they're going to sit by the paper that they receive, and then they're gonna go to that corner. And in that corner, they're gonna have one of these, which we're gonna discuss, and it's gonna be their writing assignment that they're gonna be able to do for us. They're just writing us a fun letter, telling us about themselves. So they already have those on clipboards for them, and then we also put some pencils into little cups right there in front of them so that they can access them easily, and it cuts down on some of that time. Same with the summer challenges. Summer challenges are ready to go. I'm thinking about stapling these into the books. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time or not, but here are the summer challenge books, and I have them separated into houses, so one person from the house will be able to come and grab it and distribute it among their group. So they're fake houses actually. So there is everything ready to go. We're gonna put those badges up, but for the most part everything's ready. I am pretty much just cleaning up, so I'm doing a lot of cleaning and getting things ready, looking nice. So that is what I'm gonna continue doing until pretty much the bell rings, which is in like 10 minutes. I gotta get going. Okay, I'll see you guys afterwards. Bye. I am back, and it is incredibly late in the evening. Actually, it's a little bit past 7 o'clock, maybe about 7:15ish or so. I have completely changed my attire because it is really, really hot for the first time in a really long time. And I decided to recruit some people, and by people I mean my husband and my children, and they came back to the classroom to help me pack up some things, get some things cleaned up, because tomorrow is the very last day of school and it's a half day. So I'll be able to have the other half to be able to work in my classroom, which I've actually gotten a lot done, which I'm very, very excited about. But today went phenomenally well. We had 73 kids in our classroom and they did such a great job. They were all focused, they were all engaged, they were very, very excited about the possibilities, which makes us very excited about the possibilities. It was great meeting all of them and just kind of having some activities with them. We have some writing samples, so that we're going to look through some writing samples just to kind of get a gauge on who they are as little people and as learners. So we're going to do that. And then we introduced a house system to them. So they got the opportunity to hear about the houses and look at the different house symbols and the meanings behind them, and they were all so excited. I mean, I can't even tell you how excited they were. They were just in awe by it, and they were ready to figure out, you know, when are we going to learn about what house we're getting in, how we're going to find out what house we're going to be getting in. It was just all very, very exciting. So that was pretty much the bulk of the day. Like we came in, we introduced ourselves, they got to work, the 4th graders left to go to a presentation by our principal. They came back and we continued with that. They had to turn in 5th and 6th grade had to turn in iPads, so we were busy doing that. And then we had like a small morning meeting, so we taught them some essential things about the handshake that we wanted to teach them. They had the opportunity to do a little activity where they got to know some of the other students, and we kind of pushed them outside of their comfort zone by challenging them to go and find somebody in a different grade or somebody that, you know, that was in their same group, etc., etc. It was really, really good. And we ended the day just talking about the house system and then also giving them their challenge notebooks, which I'm very, very excited about. So once again, if you have not checked out my challenge notebooks and you want to look at those, I'm going to leave a link down below so that you guys can go and find those. So I need to get back home, hopefully put some coffee inside of me. I am feeling a little bit lagged right now, but hopefully get some coffee in me so that I can work on my teacher planner, because I am trying very, very hard to get that out tomorrow. So wish me all the best of luck so that I can have that out June 1st. That is my goal. So yes, so I will catch you guys tomorrow morning on my very last day of my first year in 4th grade. Good morning, everyone. It is the very last day of my first year in 4th grade. How crazy is that? So the kids are gonna have a half day today. They're gonna come in, we're gonna have Rita's ice outside. The school is providing that. And then it's a half day, so it's gonna go really, really fast. We're wanting to do a morning meeting with them, and then we're also wanting to give them out their gifts that we're giving out for the end of the year gifts. That is one thing that I need to get done this morning, so I'm gonna work on their end of the year gifts, and then I also have to stuff their report card in the envelopes to be able to send those home this afternoon. Then after that, it is wrapping down my classroom, getting cume folders finished. So, and I think that's really about it. It's just cleaning up, finishing organizing, and getting everything ready, because I am leaving to go to the beach on Sunday. I am very excited about it. It was a little bit of a spur of the moment, but this is the only time that we're going to be available to be able to go to the beach this summer. So we figured we might as well just go ahead and do it. So we're going to go to Ormond Beach on Sunday, and we're going to spend a week there. So that'll be very, very exciting for our family. I know that the boys are going to be very excited for that, but I have to get these gifts underway. So I'm going to start working on the gifts, and then I'm going to talk to you guys in a little bit about what it is that we did. So I feel like after doing all of those frames that my little fingers are gonna come off. Like they're so red and sore right now, but it's okay because I got them done. So let me tell you guys exactly what we did. So I don't know if you remember from last week's vlog, what we did was we had the students create posters, but they got to go around and say something that kind of either represented or described that person, and they wrote that word down with their name across it. Well, we took those posters home, and then we were going to do it on Wordle, but Wordle was not cooperating with us at all, and I have no idea if that's just a me thing or if that's a everybody has that kind of problem thing. But we ended up finding one website that was called Word Art, which was really cool, and Word Art lets you put it into kind of an art frame, so it puts it into a picture. So we played around a little bit with the pictures, and we ended up deciding to do a paw print just because our mascot are the Panthers. So we put them into little paw prints, and then we put the words that kind of describe them, or the students had put onto their posters, and then we came up with these beautiful little things. I absolutely love them. We played around with a lot of the different colors with them, so all of the kids got some different colors, different schemes, but they are so cute, and it really represents their first year at this school. So I am very, very excited about it. I hope that they cherish it and love it just as much as we did. But they came out very, very cute. These are like absolutely precious. Look at that. It's so cute. So I love how everybody's came out just a little bit different, especially with the colors, and I tried to pick colors that really represented who they were individually, and they came out really wonderful. So I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that we ended up doing this. So now I need to just go ahead and put them inside of a bucket, and now I have to fold their report cards and put those into envelopes. So I'm gonna get that done now. Okay, so student gifts are done, report cards are done. Like the, what are they called? Can't even think of it. My whiteboard message is done. It's a little like sad. Well, it's not sad. Maybe it's just loving. And then I have our whiteboard for like them to put their little memories on finished. So let me show it to you guys. Good morning, learners. It has been a privilege to be your teachers. We believe in every one of you, and we know that you will all do great things. We hope you're able to take away wonderful memories, learnings, and Friends, you will remain in our hearts for years to come, and we will always be here when you need us. We wish you all the best, and we hope you will never forget how much your teachers love you. Your 4th grade teachers. And then I'm going to cover that up. They're going to come in and they're going to fill our whiteboard with our memories of 4th grade. So I want it completely filled up with all of the memories that we have of 4th grade up here. And for this morning, they're going to come in and they're going to have the opportunity to just kind of chillax and just color. Our school's providing Rita's Ice, which is like flavored ice. So they're going to be doing that this morning. So we're going to give them the opportunity to color. We're going to go have Rita's Ice this morning. Maybe even get to play outside in the morning. Come back. We'll be able to have a morning meeting towards the end of the day, and then kind of give them their gifts and let them play board games for the rest of the day. Just kind of have fun and just relax with one another and just kind of chit chat. So it's going to be a really great day. I've been getting my room completely cleaned up. I would like to try to have it done today so that I can finish my cume folders tomorrow, and I'm going to the beach on Sunday. and when I come back, my schedule is jam-packed, so I needed to make sure that everything was done by the end of the day. And it's okay because I've gotten it done. So we're just gonna hang out, we're gonna relax. They're gonna come and see the room is very different now, but it's okay. We're gonna make it fit, and we're gonna just enjoy each other and just kind of have a good time today. So that is the game plan. I need to go to the bathroom, get some coffee because I have yet to have coffee this morning, and then I will catch up with you guys later on this afternoon. It is now the afternoon and my phone is ringing. All right, take 2. It is now the afternoon, and it is actually very late in the afternoon. It's probably about 4:30. I was supposed to leave like 30 minutes ago, but that just did not happen because I start talking to people and I can't stop talking. But the day went really well. We spent a lot of time outside together, and then we had a very emotional afternoon meeting, because it wasn't morning, it was afternoon. But today was a half day, and so we spent just a lot of time just kind of hanging out with each other. We played a lot of games. One of them was like shark and minnows, which was really fun. I did some barefoot running and I was really fast. Yay me. So we spent a lot of time outside together and really enjoyed each other's company. Then we came back in the afternoon. The school did also give us some read us ice, which was really good in the morning, so we had the chance to kind of hang out and just do that. And in the afternoon we came in and we had a special snack, and then we were able to have an afternoon meeting. And the afternoon meeting, we just did a normal kind of, you know, greeting type deal, and then we sat down and we presented each of the students with their gifts, and that was the frames. And I don't have any more to show you guys, sorry. So we had some of the frames that we've made for them with the paws, with all of the wonderful things that some of the students had already shared about them from last week on their posters. And we had them stand in the middle of the circle, and my partner teacher and I just kind of talked to them and told them what we felt was really something that we were gonna miss and what we loved the most about each of them. And y'all, there were boo-hoos, there were tears, and there were moments where we really struggled as teachers to be able to express how much we love and care for them. So it was an emotional afternoon, lots of crying happening, and then we set them off and they left. And it's really, really special when they do leave, because all of the teachers, the entire staff is outside and we're all on the curbs, and the buses are honking and we're waving goodbye, and the kids are out, their heads are poked out of the buses and they're waving to us. So it's a very, very emotional time, and they are going to be truly, truly missed. I'm very excited that I have quite a few of them that are actually going to be a part of our MAC team next year, so I'm going to get to see them, but there are a few of them that are either moving or they're not going to be a part of my class, so that is very sad. But we have been cleaning away, so I pretty much have my entire room packed up, ready to go, so I don't have to worry about it. But then I spent the rest of the afternoon kind of helping my partner teacher get all of her stuff packed up and finished putting those things up. Tomorrow the game plan is we have a meeting that we have to go to at the high school, because we have breakfast, and then they do like this big huge thing with everybody in our district. And then after that we're gonna have all of our work time. So we're gonna work on cume folders, and then we have to label her boxes because she is moving classrooms. I am not, so I am staying. So that is kind of the game plan for tomorrow. Then we want to really start looking at the kids that we have for next year and starting to group them and looking at where we might be starting with some of our groups, especially for math, to get an idea of what we're going to be doing for next year, so we can start planning some of those things over the summer. But other than that, I'm very excited to be able to spend some time with my family. We're very excited to be able to go to the beach on Sunday, and I'm excited to be able to take you guys along with me. So lots and lots of things happening. I am going to go ahead and go home. I did take some things home, which I may end up sharing with you guys a little bit later, of some things that I took home with me. There's always like so much like curiosity like that I have about other teachers and how they do things. So I'm always curious as to what do teachers like to take home over the summer. So that's going to be kind of my big question for today, and I want you to leave a little comment down below. Let me know, what is it that you like to take home over the summer? What are some of the things that you have to take out of your classroom, take them home so that you can either work on it or do something, or however it is that you need to do, or you just can't bear to part with it and you don't want to leave it inside of your own classroom if you can't get into your room like throughout the summer. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what are some of the things that you have to take. I'm going to show you guys what I'm taking once I do get home and get a little bit of rest, because I was up really, really late last night, and tomorrow I'm going to show and tell you guys why I was up so late. So I'm very excited to share this as well. There's lots of great big things that are happening, and hopefully that that beach trip is going to be well deserved, and I'll be able to get a little bit of rest, so it'll be good. So I am going to go home, hopefully get some sleep, because I am very, very tired, and I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday morning and it is a teacher work day, so I'm going in jeans and I'm very excited about it. We got another jeans day, which I was very, very happy about, and I'm also going to wear a hat in the afternoon. I'm going to put my hair back and say I'm done. So this morning what I'm going to do is I'm heading to my school where I'm going to pick up my partner teacher. From there we're going to head to the high school. They are providing us with breakfast this morning, and then my superintendent is going to do a little assembly type thing where he just kind of says a few words at the very end of it, and then we get to go back to our schools and work. We have two different things that we need to accomplish today. And the first thing is cume folders. So we're gonna get our cume folders finished and with our report cards placed into those, and then I will officially checked off on everything. The second is we have to number my partner teacher's boxes to be able to go into the room that she's moving into. So our principal asked that we number them so that they can make sure that they have all of the right number of boxes when they're moving them this summer. So we need to number all of the boxes. After that, we have pretty much free time because everything else is done. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sit down, we're gonna look at some of our students, be able to look at the report cards in our system, and then start kind of grouping them and figuring out exactly where some of the students left off. Now we know that over the summer they're going to kind of go backwards and they're not going to remember some of the things, but at least it gives us some type of a starting point for each of the kids, especially since we have 4th, 5th, and 6th grade next year. So we want to make sure that we are really covering our bases and making sure that we know exactly where every single kid is. So that's kind of the game plan for what we're going to do today. I am very excited. It's almost summer. I'm very excited to go to the beach on Sunday. I miss my kids terribly. It was a very, very emotional day yesterday. I cried quite a bit, especially seeing some that are leaving. But it's gonna be okay. The world will turn, but I am also very excited to see my students for next year and really getting to know them. So a lot of the kids that were, because I have 4th, 5th, and 6th, some of the current 4th graders, current 5th graders were stopping me in the hallways yesterday and giving me hugs and stopping me on the playground, saying hello to me, and that makes my heart very, very happy because it lets me know that they're very excited about next year as well. So I am very excited about that, and I see lots of great things that are going to be coming in the future. So I need to stop talking so that I can go pick her up now. So I will see you guys in a bit. You're a little short. So we already had our presentation this morning. We had breakfast, we've had lunch already. I finished my cume folders this morning. We got all of our boxes, and there are little pieces of paper on all of my furniture that has my name on it and my room number. So I am done, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a wrap for the 2016-2017 school year, which is crazy to say. It's insane to say that it is already done and over. But it is, and I'm gonna go and enjoy summer with my family and do a lot of work. I have a lot of work to do to get ready for our multi-age classroom next year, which I'm very, very excited about. But before I actually wrap it up, I wanted to go ahead and announce that my 2017-2018 teacher planner is now available to purchase in my store. I'm gonna run you guys through it, show you some of the things that I have changed a little bit, show you some of the covers that I've come out with. There are not a ton of different covers this year. I think I'm just gonna keep adding those that I've had the previous years, but I did find a couple of them that I thought would be really cute and cool, and then there are some that are a little bit masculine for some of the gentlemen that are out there that are also looking for teacher planners. So I'm going to show you guys my planner so that you can kind of see what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you two versions because I came out with a horizontal and a vertical version. And what I really also like about it are two different things. One of them is that these calendars will go from the month of June of 2017, so this month that we are currently in, and it'll go all the way to December of 2018. So you are going to have a year and a half of calendars, so monthly calendars and weekly spreads available to you, especially for those of you who are not in the United States and you teach, your months are just a little bit different than ours. So now you have that available to you, so definitely go and check it out. A couple of other things that I'm really excited about one, I'm really loving my fonts, and I kind of changed the designs just a little bit, and I feel like they are really classic and clean and pretty, and you can really make it your own. And I'll be excited to show you guys what I do with that over the summer. But the other part that's the best, I think the biggest and the bestest part of all of it, is that they're editable. So you can now go, and it is a PowerPoint, you can add slides, you can move slides, you can delete things, you can enter text into it now, and it is completely editable so that you can add it and tweak it and make it your very own, and make it fit for what it is that you need. I am going to continue using the ARC system. I know for a little bit I tried to go to a spiral binding, and I am just an ARC girl through and through. I love the ARC system. I love the fact that it gives me that ability to be able to have that spiral feel, but then it also allows me to be able to customize it and change things and take things out as I see fit, because I don't even like to be able to have the whole year in there. What's the point of me having the whole year in there? I mean, I'm not going to look at the whole year. I only need a few months at a time, and I don't like my books getting really big and bulky and thick. So I tend to take things out and file them away and then put new ones in as I go through the year.
Jill and Lorna, please report to the office.
But as I go through the year, and I don't know, I'm an ARC girl through and through. I absolutely love the ARC system. I will definitely link some of my favorite ARC products down in my Amazon store, so go and check those out. I'll link them down below so that you guys can look at them. But the ARC system is absolutely wonderful, and you'll see the ARC system once, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see it once I actually kind of flip the camera so that you guys can see exactly what I'm referring to when it comes to my own planner. But I am so excited to show this to you. I'm so excited to finally be able to unveil it to all of you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the two different spreads. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is introduce you to the covers. So this is one of the covers in the prints that I absolutely fell in love with when I first saw it. I love this like summer feel, and it's perfect for me to have right now. And I like to be able to change my covers out. I like to be able to change them out with the seasons and my moods. And this is my current mood right now, and mainly because I'm ready to go to the beach. But I thought it was really simple. I really like this kind of detail here with the pink kind of splitting the two and then adding the fonts, and this font is the actual font that I have throughout the entire planner itself when you go through and see it. And then the 2017-2018 is my font, which is available with the download of the planner. So you will definitely get that font in there. But this is one of them, very, very simple. I don't like to go super fancy. I really like this one because it had so much color, and it was just so funky and spacey, and I love it. It kind of reminds me of my theme, hint, hint, that I'm gonna have for next year. So really excited to be able to pull this one out. But I thought it was just fun and colorful, and it just made me happy. This one is more of for coffee lovers, or even the gentlemen out there who need to have a more kind of masculine feeling or very plain feeling, general feeling cover. But it's a very nice cover. I love coffee. I'm a coffee nut. I have to have like 5 cups of coffee a day, and I thought that this was a really simple design, and it just kind of gave me that, hello, I need a coffee in order to stay alive, or else I'm gonna flatline for the rest of the day. So again, just another really nice little feel to it. I like how there's a blue down here, just that really kind of changes it. So it kind of gives it that really cool, simple feel to it that I really, really like. Again, with my name down at the bottom and the year down here. And this is all editable, so you'll be able to edit this right here. This is one that you've seen in the past if you've purchased my planners, but I just really like the very simple feel. Sometimes I like this little bit of elegance, so you have more the bigger vertical line or horizontal lines, apologies, and then you have the thinner horizontal lines with that gold trim on the around the square, which is really good. But this was that other same version. I just kind of changed it and used the square, and for some reason and the actual planner I had a huge S that was back here that was more of a gray that looked really cool, and one, it was on these as well, but for some reason it didn't print out like that when I did it. So I don't know if the gray that I had was just so light or if it was something to do with the printer, but there was a big gray S that kind of came back here in the back, and I really like the way that looked, and hopefully you'll be able to see that when you're going through and actually looking at the planner itself, and you can kind of change that to make it work for your printer. But these are the covers that I currently have available with it. I'm gonna continue to add more covers once I start to have a little bit more time. I was just kind of on a deadline and I needed to get this planner up, so I only put some of the covers that I had finished, but I will definitely be adding more covers throughout the summer so that you guys can end up changing them out like I do as my mood and, you know, as the seasons change. All right, so now let's take a look at the actual planner itself. So here's what the planner looks like. I added this fun like little detail clip art. I really wanted to incorporate something, and I've had this clip art for, whoo, man, like a few years. It's been about like 4 or 5 years now that I've had this clip art, and I really like it. It's just very simple, very clean. So I added that clip art in there. You have your still the same exact thing with the, you know, your information up front. When you open it up, you're going to have a 2017 full year calendar view and a 2018 full year calendar view, so that just makes it easy for you to be able to look at the dates there. Student contact information has changed a little bit just because of the boxes from last year. I just noticed that I didn't have enough space for it. You'll also notice that I put primary and secondary versus putting parents, because again, I had the instance that I didn't have parents with some of my kiddos had grandparents, etc., etc. So I just wanted to make sure that I accommodated for them too. Contact log pretty much stayed the same. I just kind of add that little border detail around it, and then I have my font at the top. Account information stayed the same. The only other thing that I did was I added an other. There are certain accounts where I have to have some type of ID number or something to that extent, so I added that in there so that I can account for those accounts that I have. And then I have special dates, which I'm going to end up using it for anniversaries and birthdays, meetings and professional development that I'm going to have to keep track of. Afternoon transportation, I ended up making it all of these the exact same format, just changing these labels down here. So afternoon transportation, I have line notes there that are available. And then for the monthly sheets, the monthly spreads, once you get into the month, I have it with the goal, the projects, and the tasks. I did have in the other ones birthdays and then school events. I took those out because I wasn't using them. And so I would end up just putting them directly into the monthly spread. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna take them out and focus on the thing that I really wanna make sure I'm focusing on. What are those projects and what are those monthly tasks, and what is that goal that I really wanna achieve during the month? And I'm gonna share more of how I'm gonna use this planner later on so that I can be extremely effective next year. So here's the monthly spread. Again, very clean, very simple. The boxes fit with a lot of your stickers that you'll find nowadays. And then I'm going to end up coming out with some really fun monthly versions that you can put up here to kind of cover it out. If you want to add a little bit more color to it, you can definitely do that. And here is the vertical layout. So the vertical layout stayed pretty much the same for the most part. I still have the lines off of one side, which I really enjoyed using this year to be able to keep track of my groups. And then what I did change with it is I added this big space under each day of the week so that I could put down my professional development, any meetings or anything that I had that was going on. If it was a special school event, I could just write it in here, and then I still had the space for my actual lesson plans that I needed to put in. So that pretty much stayed the exact same all the way throughout. This little space right here, I would put that as my week, like my week number that I'm going to be using for next week. So it could be week 1, week 2, week 3, etc., etc. And then of course it always ends with a notes page and then starts back with the next month. Again, that very clean, just simple layout that I really, really like. Of course, in the very back, you will receive a checklist, again, with that simple, very simple layout itself. And what's so nice is now this is editable. So you guys can go down and edit it and put your students' names up here if you would like, and that would save you so much time that I know so many people were wanting to have for last year. But again, it's that very simple layout. So now let me show you what the horizontal version looks like. everything is exactly the same for the horizontal. The only thing now is the weekly spread. So you get into, let's see, there's the monthly right there. There is the monthly, 2-page monthly spread, and then you come into the weekly. And so now the weekly spread, the way that it looks is it doesn't have a notes section, but it is horizontal, which some people really like. So you have your spot to be able to put your subjects here. You still have a spot to be able to keep track of any professional development or any type of meetings or events that you are having, and then you can put your week number right here. So if it's week 1, week 2, week 3, etc., etc. So you can go and add that in there before you actually print these. But everything else is the exact same, minus the fact that it is not vertical. I did not put any lines on any of the squares for the vertical or the horizontal layout, only because of the fact that it is editable, so that you can go through and type it in and edit it however you feel like you would like to edit it to make it fit your needs and how you want it to be. So I did not do that. I don't plan on doing that. I am so sorry for those of you who enjoy having the lines, but the fact that I was able to make this editable for everyone, I think it kind of, you know, helps both ends. You know, you can add the lines if you want to add the lines, but then again, you can also just go in and type it in if it makes it easier for you. So I am so excited to finally be able to release this. This was a huge labor of love, and I hope that you guys really like it. So let me show you really quick for those of you who are not familiar with the ARC system. So here's my ARC binder. My binder is a little bit dirty. I do need to go home and take it home and wash it. But it has these ring discs here, and I use the Martha Stewart discs. I just really like those, and this is an actual Martha Stewart cover. I like the Martha Stewart covers. Mine's held up pretty well. I do have, my ends are a little bit worn out, but it doesn't look bad at all. Easily take things in and out. So I can just pop them in and I can pop them out. And so many people ask, well, don't you have problems with your papers coming out? I don't have any of those issues. I've never had an issue with my papers falling out. They stay in beautifully and I don't have to worry about them. What I love the most about it is the fact that I can flip that back and I still have that ability to be able to hold it like this, just as if it were a spiral notebook. But I can still customize it and make it fit for what I need. So I love this system. I hope that you guys are just as excited about, as you know, my teacher planner as I am. I hope that you, if this is something that you are looking for, it is something that you have already purchased, that you are already loving it, please leave me any kind of comments, questions down below. I would love to hear your responses and your feedback, as always. So ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for my 2016-2017 school year. It was a year of emotions for me. I was up, I was down, I was all the way around with emotions. It was a very trying year. It was a very hard year for me, but I feel like towards the very end I was starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and I am very excited about the change that I made, because at one point, I am not gonna lie, I was almost regretting moving to Pennsylvania and 4th grade, but I love it now and I would not change it at all. And the relationships and the friendships that I have acquired along this journey this year has been wonderful, and I thank all of you in the YouTube community for kind of helping me and staying positive with me and making sure that I remain positive too, because it is so important as a teacher to be positive. Be positive for our kids, be positive for ourselves, be positive for your health, be positive for your family, because the moment that you let that negativity come into you and the moment you let that negativity come out to everyone else, it's a stain, and it's one of those stains that doesn't come out. So thank you so much for helping me stay positive throughout this very, very trying year. I know I wasn't very verbal with some of the things that were happening this year. There were a lot of different things that were going on. There were a lot of different things that I was trying to get used to with 4th grade, with the fact that I was moving to a completely different state. And it was hard. It was very hard at times, and I didn't know if I was gonna actually make it through, but I made it through, and I stayed positive, and I think that was the biggest success for me this year, was the fact that I tried to remain as positive as possible. Not to say that I was always positive, because I definitely was not. I had my moments where I was a very negative person and I was a very sad person, but I definitely came out on top, and I am very thankful for that. And I had some really wonderful opportunities, and I will continue to have wonderful opportunities with my district, and I'm very thankful for the district that I am in, and with how creative and innovative and outside of the box that they are. And I feel like it's just the right place for me, and I'm excited to be working with them on the curriculum team that's coming up in 2 weeks, so you guys were going to hear a little bit about that. But very excited about all of it. It was a year of emotions. So I am so grateful for it all, and it was a good year. It was definitely a good year. Sometimes it didn't feel like it, but it was a good year. So thank you all so much for joining me on this little journey for the 2016-2017 school year. I will see you guys throughout the entire summer. So I'm coming back. I'm not leaving, I promise. I will see you guys throughout the summer. We're gonna be planning together. We're gonna be creating things together, crafting and building and putting up 3 classrooms together. I have 3 classrooms that we're going to work on together. So you guys are going to join me on this crazy journey of the multi-age classroom that I'm going to embark on next year. So I'm so excited. I hope that you guys are too. I hope that you are already enjoying your summer. If you're not enjoying your summer just yet, enjoy those kids as much as you can, because the moment that leave you, it will break your heart. Those babies are so precious, so definitely take care of them. Definitely love on them as much as you can. I know they're probably driving you crazy, because they drove me crazy, but definitely love on them as much as you can, because some of them need all the love that they can get. I'm tearing up. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I hope that you have a really wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on the beach next week. Bye.